the trunk of my car. Get in.
Wait.
Get in the. Get in the. Run.
Watermelon.
Take a risk. Take a chance. Take a dare. Play the game of Double Dare. With the host of Double Dare, Alex Trebek.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to our game of knowledge and nerve, Double Dare. We have now been on the air about a week and a half, and I think it's about time for you folks to start appreciating the subtleties of strategy employed by our contestants. We'll be talking a little bit about that later on in the show, but right now, let's meet today's players.
First, here's our returning champion, Roger Hack.
And Roger is smiling very nicely today, and I have a pretty good feeling I know the reason why. Well, 5,550 reasons, all of them dollars. That's your winnings so far. I've asked some of our other players who have won big money on the program what they were going to do with it, being so close to Christmas. What about you, Roger?
I think I'll go to Thailand and look for the elephants.
Gonna go look to... Okay. You're never gonna let me live that down, are you? All right, nice to have you back on the show. Let's say hello to your opponent.
Challenging Roger Hack is Carol Sillick.
And on our last show, we learned that Carol is a law clerk and is going to try her bar exams in California. I want to wish you good luck in your bar exams, and also good luck on the program today. I hope you wind up winning lots of cash. You all set to go?
Sure am.
All right. We hadn't had time to start a game on our last program, so no money up on the scoreboard. You know, of course, that a game is $500, and we're going to start showing our home audience the correct answer. And while we do that, I will tell you players that the first subject is a person. Now we start showing you the clues. Here is clue number 1. His advice to fellow actors was just know your lines and don't bump into the furniture. Roger Haft is on the buzzer immediately. What's the answer?
Spencer Tracy.
Okay, you're right. Ooh. Playing like a champion. Now, here's where some of that strategy comes in. You got it on the very first clue, and as you know, the clues get easier as we go along. But this is a dare situation for you. Take a look at this next clue. He made his stage debut as a robot in Capex RUR. Now, if you want to take the dare,
I'll do it.
Gonna do it? All right, let's bring Carol back. Roger got the right answer on that very first clue, and he has taken the dare. He's going to let you see this clue, and if you get the right answer, then it'll be tied at $50 apiece. But if you don't get the right answer, he picks up 100 and goes to 150. You've got 5 seconds, Carol, to look at this clue. Carol?
I'll guess Jimmy Cagney.
You are wrong, so we close you off, and we give Roger $100 more. He has 150. And he's still smiling. He has good reason to. Double Dare time. Let's take a look at the next clue. He was the only man ever to win Best Actor Oscars in 2 consecutive years. That's the Double Dare clue, Roger. You going to show it to Carol, or are you going to stop?
I'll double dare.
All right, let's bring Carol back in. He's gambling. He thinks you don't know the answer. He's giving you 5 seconds to look at this clue. All right, Carol.
Gary Cooper.
Gary Cooper is wrong. The right answer is Spencer Tracy. And so the Double Dare pays off for Roger Haft. He now has $350. A good lead in this first game. And we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back with you in 1 minute. And he has $350 and the lead in this current game. As we go to another subject, first of all, the right answer for you people at home. The subject this time, players, is a thing. A thing. First clue to help you identify the thing. Directions for escaping from one are simple. Just run downhill, for it can't see when its hair falls in its eyes. Clue number 2. Their body odor is believed to make a skunk smell good. That's why you run away from them downhill. Clue number 3. There are believed to be 3 distinct types: the Rimi, the Nile Mott, and the Rashki Bumpo. Clue number 4. Bhutan issued a series of postage stamps featuring their pictures. Next clue. Although a license to hunt one can be purchased for $10,000, one has yet to be caught. All right, that's Carol's buzzer. She's closed Roger off. What's the answer?
Abominable snowman?
You're right. $50 for you, Carol. Abominable snowman. We'd have accepted Yeti. All right. Dare time for you. Take a look at this next clue. They are said to have pointed heads and to be fond of alcohol.
I'll give that to him.
Sounds like a lot of people I know, to tell you the truth. All right, let's bring Roger back. Carol got the right answer. She's taken the dare. You've got 5 seconds to look at this clue and come up with an answer. All right, Roger, let's hear it.
I'll try a Yeti.
Yeti, yes, Yeti. That's good. The abominable snowman is right. $50. That takes you to 400. Well, good try, Carol. You almost came through that all right. He was shaking his head there for a moment. He now leads 400 to 50. We've got another subject and another correct answer for you folks at home. The subject now is a person. Let's look at clue number 1. Her husband, Larry, got so excited watching her that he wiggled holes in his socks. Clue number 2. Pressure, she said, really juices me up. Carol's buzzer.
Vivian Lee?
Vivian Lee. Wrong. So we close you off and bring Roger back. Carol got the wrong answer. You get a look at this clue and a free guess. In a poll about the woman they admired most, teenagers chose her over Golda Meir for first place. Roger, what's your answer?
Lee.
Lee? That's all, just Lee. Well, you're wrong. I don't know if Lee was a first name or a last name.
Lee was a
but
last name.
Lee was a last name. Now you tell me. Well, you're wrong in any case, but you have seen this clue, and Carol will never get a look at it, so let's bring her back. Both of you are eligible again as we go to this one. In 1961, she was picked for the U.S. Whiteman Cup team. Next clue, clue number 5. She has endorsed Colgate toothpaste, Aztec suntan lotion, Adidas shoes, Wilson rackets, and Carnation instant breakfast. Carol.
A lady I love, Billie Jean King.
Okay, you're right, for $50. Got it on the 5th clue. Now you're going to get a look at clue number 6. That'll be the dare clue for you. Here it is. Bobby Riggs once gave her a giant sugar daddy. That's the dare clue. You've got $100. You're not going to do it? All right, let's bring Roger back. She got the right answer, has declined to take the dare. Bobby Riggs once gave her a giant sugar daddy. And you'd have said?
Billie Jean King.
Billie Jean King. All right, then, Carol, you made the right move in stopping when you did. You have $100 now. Roger's still in the lead. He's got 400, and we're taking a break for some important words. We hope you'll watch them. Game, the champion with $400 is leading. Our challenger, Carol, has 100, and we have another subject to go to and a correct answer, first of all, to show you folks. The subject this time is a person, and we'll look at clue number 1 together. A longtime fan of Stan Laurel, he delivered the eulogy at Laurel's funeral. Clue number 2, he was once half of a pantomime act called The Merry Mutes. Clue number 3, John Crosby said he has a lot of talent of the left-footed, foot-in-mouth, double-take variety. Number 4, in Bye Bye Birdie, he was cast opposite Cheetah Rivera on Broadway and opposite Janet Leigh in the film version. Carol thinks she's got the answer.
Paul Lynde?
Not Paul Lynde. Sorry about that. A wrong answer means we close you off and bring our champion back. And an incorrect answer from the challenger means you get a free look at this next clue and a guess. A former Sunday school teacher, he publicly acknowledges that he used to drink a 1/5 of alcohol every night. Roger?
Yeah, I just hit it.
Oh, you took too much time, Roger. Sorry about that. But both players are going to be eligible once again, and Carol will never get a look at that clue. Let's bring her back. Still no right answer, as you notice looking at the little scoreboard in front of you. 400 for Roger, 100 for you. Next clue coming up. His brother Jerry, and that was Roger's buzzer. Let me complete the clue. His brother Jerry starred in the short-lived TV series My Mother the Car. Roger?
It was Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke. Okay, you are correct. You now have $450. All right, a dare situation for you. Let's look at the next clue. He played Commander Caractacus Pot in the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. What do you want to do? You want to give it to Carol?
I'll give her a shot at it.
Gonna give her a shot at it? All right, Roger figures. This is a bit of that strategy I was talking about earlier. He's got $450, and she can't get that close, even if she comes up with the right answer on this clue. So let's bring her back. Roger gave us the right answer. He has taken the dare. He's going to let you look at this clue for 5 seconds. If you get a right answer, you'll have $150. If you get a wrong answer, he remains champion. Here is the clue, Carol. Carol, you're shaking your head.
I'm ashamed of myself. Dick Van Dyke.
Why should you be ashamed of yourself? You came up with the right answer. You've got $150 now. But he's still in the lead. Roger is just one correct answer away from winning this game. Here we go. Another correct answer for you people to look at. And I will tell our players that once again, the subject is a person. Clue number 1. As a young sports writer in New York, he was often mistaken for Humphrey Bogart. Clue number 2. George M. Cohan, Jack Benny, and Irving Berlin made their radio debuts on his show. Roger Half thinks he's got the answer. Now he shakes his hands. What is it?
Ed Sullivan.
You're right. That's it. Ed Sullivan is the right answer, Carol, and Roger came up with it. He was shaking his head at first, but you've got $150, and our wishes for a Merry Christmas.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Thank you for joining us. Congratulations again. Listen, a wild guess is as good as anything if it's the right answer, correct?
Right.
Okay, you know what's in store for you right now?
I sure do.
A chance at a possible $5,000 as you get to face the spoilers. Okay. Let me introduce the spoilers to the people in our audience right now. Each of them, by the way, is a Ph.D. Spoiler number 1 is Dr. James Baker. Spoiler number 2 is Dr. Bruce Neri. And spoiler number 3 is Dr. Stratton Lindenmeyer. Those are the spoilers. Let's close them off. They're called spoilers, of course, because they win money if they can keep our champion from winning money. You know how to beat them. We have on this board over here 8 clues to a person, place, or thing. You've got to give 4 clues to the spoilers and hope that at least one of them doesn't come up with the right answer. If it works out that way, then you've got $5,000. But along the way, anytime we get a wrong answer, we add $100 to your previous winnings, all right? And you'll have 4 passes to assist you in beating the spoilers. Okay, let's look at the top of the board at the correct answer. The answer is Nikita Khrushchev, and that, of course, is a person. Pick a clue.
7.
In 1964, he was forced to retire to his dacha just outside Moscow.
No way. No way.
No way. I take it that's a pass. No way is a synonym for pass. Pick another clue.
2.
He wanted to replace UN Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld with a 3-man committee.
I'll let him try that.
All right, fine. Let's go to the spoilers. Spoilers, the subject is a person. Here is the clue. He wanted to replace UN Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld with a 3-man committee. Spoiler number 1, Dr. Baker, please.
Khrushchev.
You've just won yourself $100. Okay, let's go to spoiler number 2. Dr. Neri, your answer.
Eisenhower.
You are wrong. That's $100 for the champion. Spoiler number 3. Dr. Lindenmeyer.
Nikita Khrushchev.
Okay, you've won $100.
I got a hard way to go.
It's happened before with just one spoiler. All you have to do is get 3 more clues past him. So we've narrowed it down. Pick another clue.
4.
During the last 4 years of his life, he dictated his reminiscences to a tape recorder.
Sure. I'll let him try that.
Okay, let's go to the spoiler. Here is the clue. During the last 4 years of his life, he dictated his reminiscences to a tape recorder. Your answer, please, Dr. Neri?
Richard Nixon.
That is wrong, and that means you have another $100, and you have given away 2 clues. You've only used 1 pass, so pick another clue.
I'll try 5.
Shoe-pounding former premier of the Soviet Union. No way, huh? That's a pass also. You've used up 2 passes, 2 more clues to give away, and you still have 2 passes. So you're in fairly good shape.
Let's try number 1.
His foreign political leader, this foreign political leader, favored John Kennedy over Richard Nixon in the 1960 presidential election.
I'll let him try that.
All right. Let's turn the spoiler on. Dr. Neri, the clue is this foreign political leader favored John Kennedy over Richard Nixon in the 1960 presidential election. Your answer, please. Too much time, so that means another $100. You now have $300. You've given away 3 clues. Let's go to another clue.
Let's try number 8.
Number 8. He was the chairman of the commission to arrange Stalin's funeral.
I don't think so.
All right, that's a pass. 3 passes, 3 clues. All you have to do is get 1 more clue past Dr. Neri, and you win the $5,000.
I'll try 6.
6. His kitchen debate with Nixon began over the merits of an automatic lemon squeezer.
No. We'll have to go with 3.
We're going to have to go with 3. All right. Let's bring the spoiler back. Dr. Neri, he called Nelson Rockefeller not just a capitalist, but the biggest capitalist in the world. Your answer, please.
Khrushchev.
Dr. Neri, you are right. You have won $100. You've done your job very nicely, spoilers. Thank you, and goodbye to you. Well, we gave it a good shot. You wound up with $300, and your total now $6,350. And we're going to break for this. We're back in a minute. Champions booth, and even when you lose, you wind up being a winner because you add to your total. You're now up to $6,350. Roger, you feeling a little more confident?
Sure am.
Okay,
Feels
anxious
great.
to get started in another game?
Yes, I am.
I am too. Let's introduce your opponent.
Our next challenger is Chuck Logue.
Hello, Chuck.
Hi, Alex. How are you?
I am well, thank you. We have a couple of minutes only to get a game in, so I'm going to ask you to tell us very briefly about yourself.
I'm an elementary school teacher. I've been doing it for 16 years, and I'm originally from Philadelphia.
Okay, you said that very quickly, and now we're going to go into the game. A game is $500, and we're going to show the folks at home the correct answer to our first subject, and I will tell you, players, that the first subject is a thing. Here is clue number 1 to help you identify the thing. At any given time, about 2 billion of them are around. Clue number 2, New York Knicks forward Bill Bradley has it for a nickname. Chuck thinks he knows the answer. He's buzzed in, sealing Roger's booth.
Bullet?
Bullet? No. A bullet is incorrect, so we close you off, Chuck, and bring back our champion, Roger Haft. Chuck buzzed in quickly there on clue number 2, but he gave us a wrong answer, Roger. So as a penalty against him, you get a look at this clue and a free guess. 490 of them weigh a pound. What's your answer, Roger?
A knit.
A knit? A knit, and then you said a nut.
Gnat.
Gnat. Well, I can only accept the first thing you said, which was a knit, and a knit is wrong. But you have the advantage in having seen this clue. Chuck will never get a look at it, but he will get a look at the next clue. Let's bring him back first. No correct answer yet, so you're eligible, as well as our champion, as we look at this clue. It is clue number 4. Although it has been called Almighty, its average lifespan is 18 months. Remember what I said the subject was. Clue number 5. The cost of making 1,000 of them is $8.02. We'll go on to the next clue. Clue number 6. High-speed presses print them 32 at a time. Oh, we're going to have to take a commercial break, and when we come back, I will tell you what the answer is, and you will shake your heads. We're back in a minute. Someone in our studio audience, I assume someone who has not looked at the monitor to see the correct answer, said that the right answer was jelly beans. And when I asked Roger, he said no, it was grasshoppers. And Chuck came up with the right answer during the commercial break, mind you. He said it was dollars, and the right answer was a dollar bill. And one of our next clues would have given it to you, I'm sure, because it said, making your own is a federal offense. So far, neither one of you has made any money in this game. Hopefully that'll happen tomorrow on our show, and we'd like you people to join us on Double Dare. See you then.
What kind of player are you? Superior Gamer considers themselves to be greatly superior to any and all contestants on any and all game shows. No matter what kind of player you are, there's a game for you at GSN.com. Exclusive games like Ultimate Word Challenge, multiplayer action like 8-Ball, or cash competitions like Bejeweled 2. Plus, there are new games every week like That's the Question.